Hi, I am Susanne, the lyrical writer and vocalist of Mørke. It all started in 2015. Me and Stig had worked together with his former band called Savn. I was a part of their music video Hang On, and a couple of years later he got in touch with me and invited me for coffee, and we became very good friends. And I remember it was autumn, and we discussed music, especially gothic metal, and we really missed the old sound of gothic metal. The new gothic metal style we felt was very lack of soul in a way compared to the 90s gothic metal. So he knew that I was a singer before, but I hadn't sung in 7 years. So he suggested for me that he would write a song in the old gothic metal style, and he wanted me to sing on that song, and also if I write the lyrics, just to get me started on my passion again, because singing has been a passion of mine almost all my life, and it has been like an instinct from the heart. I have always known that that I was supposed to be a singer, and yeah, so that's how it started with the single Insanity. And all of a sudden we just decided that, wow, this song meant so much to us, and the response was overwhelming. So he asked me, do you want to start a band in this style? And of course I said yes. And you know, the rest is history. We have been in a band now for about almost 5 years, and it has been amazing. It has been an amazing journey, and I'm really looking forward to the future, because we will always work with Mørke and write new songs and compose new music and music videos. So we are very fortunate to have the same music style that we love, and yeah, so that's how it started. The appeal to me for gothic metal, I remember when I was about 12 years old, the internet wasn't very good at that time. So I only discovered, you know, not the old classical Gothic metal from the roots. I discovered the more new Gothic metal. But I remember the first time I listened, I got a record from the record shop in Stavanger in Norway, and that was Widow's Weeds from Tristania, and I just fell in love. I just thought to myself that, wow, that is like my soul just, I can't explain it really. But it was very different from you know, the more modern Gothic metal. So that's how I fell in love with you know, the old school Gothic metals from the 90s and the early 2000s, and it became a very huge part of my life, and it will always be a huge part of my life. So I'm so thankful for discovering that type of music, because I have always been a metal person, but you know, it is something about the sound, especially the old Gothic metal, that just gets right into my heart and soul, and yeah, it really means a lot. And especially now when I am so lucky to compose and sing with my husband, because, you know, eventually we fell in love and got married, so I couldn't be happier. I am living my dream, really. Thank you so much for liking our 2 albums that we have released. I can tell you that we are working on our 3rd album. We have about 5 songs ready, I can tell. And we are still writing and writing music and lyrics, and you know, our latest song, Departed, was or will be a part of the new album. And for those of you who has followed my or our Facebook page, Nork Official, already know that that is one of the hardest lyrics I have ever written, and also one of the hardest songs I have ever sung, because it hits very close to heart, and it is very important to me that the lyrics have meaning, and that the lyrics also fits very well to the music that my beloved husband is composing. Apart from singing and music, which is my biggest passion of all, that is who I am, that is who Susanne is. I am really in love with Norwegian nature. I don't know if it is because that's just how it is to be Norwegian, but I really love to photograph, and as many of you know, I compose all the music videos for Mørke. So I really love taking pictures, and I also do some alternative modeling from gothic clothing brands, which I also love, and you know, just art in general, and also just to take a long walk in the forest to get some peace in my soul. That means a lot to me, and that is also things that I really, really enjoy. I think that the thing that takes the most of the time of the composing of a song is the lyrics, because I take my lyrics very, very seriously. I don't want to write something meaningless, so I do really spend a lot of time to write lyrics with meaning, and not only lyrics with meaning, but lyrics that really hits the heart and soul of our fans, and they are also inspired by my own life experiences, and also my husband's life experiences. So yeah, definitely the lyrics takes the most time to make, but I just really want them to be as genuine and straight from the heart as possible. The greatest achievement of Mørke, oh my god, I don't know. I think we have had so much achievement in our band. You know, we do everything ourselves. But the greatest achievement, I can't pick one who would be the greatest achievement, but I will say when we get comments like your music really make my life easier, or your song really made me cry of joy, I think that is the most and greatest achievements of all, to touch people's hearts, and also you know, make people happy, and also bring the old style of gothic metal back to life, because there are, you know, the old style of gothic metal has died. At least me and Stig felt so in 2015, and that's why we woke it up from the dead, if you would put it that way. So yeah, that is the greatest achievement, in my opinion, to touch people's hearts and really make their day better. We have gotten so overwhelmingly amazingly positive responses. I can admit that when we first released Insanity, I stopped singing before we started Mørke for 7 years due to depression and a very toxic environment. So I was very, very, very nervous. So all the positive feedback has been so heartwarming, and I would never in my wildest dreams think that Mørke and our songs would be so much appreciated and so much well received. So me and Stig, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Like really, it means the world to us. We just make the music that we love, and there are so many fans and people out there who love it too, and that makes us so happy. So thank you so much to all of our fans who have supported us. That means the world to us, and we will continue to make music for you. My biggest influence as a vocalist is actually a very difficult one because as a singer I really don't want to try to sound like anyone. I have a very natural high-pitched voice. But I can say that I admire many vocalists, especially from the 90s gothic metal scene. Bands like Dismal Euphony, Old Tristania, Theatre of Tragedy, of course the Sins of Thy Beloved, because my husband was a drummer there. So yeah, I have a lot of bands and vocalists that I really admire, but I don't want the vocalists, the female vocalists, to influence my voice, because I want to sound like myself, and I have my own voice and they have their voice. It is very important with originality. So yeah, but it is a lot of amazingly talented female vocalists out there. Oh, my 5 top albums, that is very hard. I wish I could pick 100, really. But at the top of my head, Dismal Euphony, Soria Moria Slott, Rammstein, Reise Reise, Tristania, Widow's Weeds, Sisters of Mercy, Floodland, and Theatre of Tragedy, Velvet Darkness, They Fear. Or I guess. I can't decide. My thoughts on elitism in the metal scene is, I think it is extremely childish, you know. Here we are in a alternative group already, and people who are elitist. I think that is just very sad people who are very insecure of themselves. So I think that, or I really hope that the elitism will stop with time. Personally, I have not experienced it, but I know people who have, and it is just so cruel and childish, in my opinion. So it does say so much more about them who are saying mean things and all of that, and that just say what kind of person they really are, and that is not a good person. I had been offered to be in inside projects as a vocalist, but I really need to feel very passionate about the music before I decide to work with them. But I really hope to maybe be a part of some projects in the future, if it is a music styles that really calls to me. But we will see what the future holds. My thoughts on the Norwegian metal scene is very good. I have been to a lot of festivals, metal festivals, here in Norway, and I have only seen positive people having fun, going on concerts, and it is a very beautiful thing, really. The only thing I miss is, you know, the gothic aspect of it, which is very sad. But as you know, we are trying to revive the old style of gothic metal. So, but yeah, I have only seen positive things about the Norwegian metal scene. So yeah, they are all very nice people, most of them. I would love for you to check out our music. We have a YouTube channel called Mørke Official, and we are also on Facebook under the same name. So yeah, go and check it out, and maybe you will fall in love with the old gothic metal style as I did when I was almost a child, or yeah, more or less a child. So yeah, check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Yes, I would love to perform in Sri Lanka and all over the world. Really perform for all our fans, and we have gotten so many requests to do a live show. But you know, now we are in the middle of a pandemic, and the thing with our project is that we are quite picky about you know, the musicians we would have to need, like a bassist, a drummer, and so on. So but yeah, we really hope to play live for all of you in the future, and yeah, I really hope that it comes true sooner or later. Thank you so much for having me, and I wish you a